Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. It is also Disney Plus Day, so of course a bunch of stuff is coming out. They are releasing new, upcoming series, movies, a lot, right? And of course we know that Disney Plus, of course, that includes the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, Disney, just a whole bunch of things. So I just want to share some of the Marvel original series that a slate that was released. And then also, there were some quick little teasers and first looks at Moon Knight, She Hulk, Miss Marvel, some other things for like some Disney Plus original movies and things like that. So, of course, we're not going to cover everything, but I just want to go over a couple of things that I think are going to be, kind of are already getting more attention and being talked about a lot. So, here's a slate for Marvel original series. Some of them are animated. Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, She Hulk, X Men 97, I think it says under there, Echo, Spider Man Freshman Year, Ironheart, Marvel Zombies, Agatha House of Harkness, Secret Invasion, I Am Groot, and What If Season 2. So that's an example of some of the Marvel original series that are coming out. Of course, we still have, of course, Hawkeye is coming out soon. And I don't know if this is the original. I mean, this is the entire Marvel slate that was released today. I'm still kind of catching up on some of the stuff that was announced. But I mean, again, a lot of series to look forward to. Echo, I'm not sure even what that really is. I was trying to watch some of the first look stuff on the Disney Plus app, but it wouldn't open on my laptop. I don't know if it crashed or something, but um, the teasers for Moon Knight and She-Hulk, which I guess you can kind of call them teasers. They're like 20, they're super short. I'm not going to play them because I don't want to get copyrighted just for like super short clips, but we'll go ahead and look at some pictures. So here are some screen grabs. They're kind of blurry, obviously, because they're screenshots from the She-Hulk trailer. Obviously, Bruce Banner is going to be in the show. There they are together. I don't remember her name when she's not, besides She-Hulk. Here's an image of, we kind of see her. They didn't show her, obviously, full body Hulk form. They showed some glimpses. Here we have, like, her leg peeking out and her hand. There's another glimpse that we saw of kind of, her Hulk form in her jumpsuit outfit. And then this one here is Bruce talking to her. Let me try to move my camera out of the way. Okay, it's not cooperating, but she's talking to Bruce there, and she kind of has like this thing on her head. They're talking about, he's kind of obviously going to be like a mentor to her. So I know people, of course, are going to, Secret Invasion. That's another one that's coming. First look at Nick Fury in that series. So obviously he has a different look going on a little bit, over the years. Obviously looks are going to, his appearance is going to kind of change, and there's a first look at that. And then Moon Knight, which I think was the most interesting so far that I've seen from like images and the teaser that I saw. I think this is going to be, I think Oscar Isaac is going to be good in this role. I don't really know a lot, really anything, to be honest, about Moon Knight, the character. So I'm really interested to learn more about it. Okay, let's do that so we can see the pictures better. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this series. I think this one caught my attention the most as of right now. That's a pretty cool shot from the teaser. I like that one. You can see him flying quickly across the buildings with his cape. That's a cool shot too. Obviously, a lot going on there. So I'm looking forward to this show for sure. And if you haven't seen these teasers, I recommend going ahead and watching them to see if they pique your interest. I think Moon Knight's going to be great. Here's a close-up look at some of the logos that were released for upcoming shows, and a lot of them are going to be animated. But I'm looking forward to What If Season 2. I think Season 1 was pretty good all around. But again, I think Moon Knight is going to probably be a standout series from Marvel, Disney Plus. I think it looks like it's going to be good production quality. his character, this show, it's probably similar to a Batman movie or series, probably not as much CGI required. Well, I guess depending on what other characters are involved in the show, of course they're going to need some CGI, but compared to some of the other Marvel shows or some of the other Marvel characters, it looks like it's going to be good production value. Um, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a different character, for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, cinematic series, they're all combined now. They're all connected. I think it's going to be a it's going to be cool to see a new character we haven't seen yet in this universe. Again, I don't know anything about this character. I'm interested to learn about him. It looks interesting. It looks a little dark and gritty. um, so I am looking forward to that series. She-Hulk, I think is going to. I think there's going to be some complaints, and I don't mean to start off, talking negatively about it. Obviously, a very short teaser does not. It can pique your interest, but at the same time, it's not fair to make like concrete judgments or opinions about it because it's short. It's just a little taste of what's to come. But of course, since Hulk in I think the complaints will probably come from like CG um, aspects of the show. Obviously, well, I think a lot of people feel that they haven't really given Bruce or Hulk in the Marvel Cinematic Universe good. I'll just stay in the middle. Like they don't like. I don't think his CGI looks that great. Um, I don't think that they've ever. I don't think they've improved it over the years. How many movies that he's appeared in the MCU. So I think that the complaints are probably going to be about CGI and like, yes, it's a series, but it's still Marvel, still Disney. They still have big budgets. Um, Again, Hulk has never really looked, I think, as good as he could in live action. I've seen people compare, you know, the old Hulk movies that were the Universal ones. Um, that sometimes his design looks better in some of those older movies than in the recent Marvel movies. So I mean, and I kind of agree too, and especially when you see them side by side, I do think that they could improve the way Hulk looks in the MCU, just so he doesn't look so play-doughy. He kind of looks, in my opinion, he doesn't have much detail. He's kind of, you know, I think they could improve. I think they could improve the way he looks. So obviously, in a series, when there's going to be a lot more, scenes and footage they're going to have to film with her in Hulk form, then, it's not always going to look perfect. So a close-up glimpse here. I don't think this looks bad. I just think that I have a feeling that people are, if they complain about this show, I think a lot of it's going to be about the way she looks. Um, just because if they don't, if Hulk doesn't look the best that he could, in my opinion, after all the years that he's been in the MCU, I don't think they're gonna care all that much if She-Hulk doesn't look the best. That's just my opinion. I'm still gonna watch the show. I think it's probably gonna be a cool show. I think obviously Hulk is a very popular MCU character, Marvel character in general. So that's why I think people have higher standards for how he should look, and technology advances all the time, especially with in Hollywood and movie making and everything. They can make some really realistic looking things. I think, I mean, he could look better. I'll stop rambling about that, but I do think people are going to complain about the way she looks when this show comes out. Um, but I think Moon Knight is probably going to. I think people are going to be interested in that show. Agatha, I honestly don't know why, but it's Marvel. They kind of make spin-offs with characters that are not necessarily popular. I wouldn't say popular, but well known. Super well known. Like, obviously X-Men and okay, Ironheart, Spider-Man, like those obviously are gonna attract a lot of people because those are popular, very well known characters over many years. Agatha, obviously, we just kind of got more introduced to her in a live action version from WandaVision. I don't really have any interest in watching a show about her character, but there's gonna be people who are, so that's cool. And I applaud Marvel for doing that, for making shows about characters that are not very well known, and people watch them. And about side characters like Bucky and Falcon, Winter Soldier and Falcon. Yes, they've been in a lot of movies, but they're still considered kind of like side characters. I give them props for doing that because, I mean, Miss Marvel, so at least they are doing that, and they are good at what they do. So I do give them credit for taking on some of the characters that might not be. Moon Knight looks like a really good show. I don't think a lot of people know much about him. Well, maybe just I'm saying that because I don't. But obviously, compared to like Spider Man or something, probably not going to find as many people who know in depth knowledge about that character. But the show looks really good. And, that's just kind of what Marvel has been able to. That's where they've worked themselves up to be over all these years, that they can make shows about characters that are probably not, you know, A-list characters in the in the Marvel universe, Marvel comics, whatever, but they're still going to have an audience and people are still going to watch them. So we got to give them credit for that for sure. But let me know what you guys think about this slate or some of the teasers and the things that were released. Let me know what you're looking forward to. It doesn't have to be Marvel. It can be any of the things, Disney Plus, again, they announced a bunch of other Disney originals series and stuff like that, movies. So let me know what you're looking forward to and, your thoughts. Check out the links in the description and we'll see you guys next time.